Hey guys, gamer of gamers in the zone, and welcome to another episode of Undertale. Once again, I'm here with my best buddy, the Jedi Hoyman Gamer, and this episode's gonna start off a little bit interesting, because I have a lot to show. In the last episode, we fought Papyrus, went on a date with him, and hung out with his brother Sans. Spent a lot of time with our good old Skella bros. And now we have the option to call Papyrus. What's interesting about Papyrus is that he always has something different to say depending on when you call him. And I mean like all the way as far back as like the door to the ruins. And I'm gonna take the time to show this because every little detail that Papyrus has to say is, in my opinion, worth checking. Oh yeah! By taking the time to become close friends with all the bosses in each area, a lot of the monsters you previously fought are now regular NPCs. So they were initially monsters you'd fought, but not by sparing the boss itself, but by becoming friends, specifically becoming friends with them in like those dates and stuff. You can actually interact with the monsters you were fighting earlier as regular NPCs, and we're gonna get to all of that here, because it is absolutely worth it to take the time to revisit all of this. So we're going as far back as the door to the ruins, and I'm going to show all the different unique conversations you can have with Papyrus. We do have quite a lot of ground to cover here, but I'd say it's absolutely worth showing. We could have splitting opinions on this, considering the fact that, you know, I know some people would probably just want to get through the game, but I think that kind of misses out on some, like, a unique part of this experience, because I know most RPGs, you're normally just proceeding through it like normal, and maybe not that focused on interacting with NPCs a whole lot, especially in the Pokemon games, like Pokemon Sword and Shield. There were a lot of NPCs where they really didn't have a lot to say, and it kind of left me in a position where, after playing a game like Undertale, it was one of the many things that made me not really enjoy Sword and Shield as much as previous Pokemon games. That's kind of a sad thing for a game like Pokemon to have not very interactable NPCs. Okay, I think we're almost at the door to the ruins. We just gotta get through this room now. Just a little bit farther. Oh wait, no, I didn't want to open the menu up. Yikes, I don't remember that room being so long. I know the atmosphere is a little bit different because we don't have Sans supposedly stalking us. Anyway, calling Papyrus in here. Also, no matter what room you're in, if you try to call Toriel, nothing happens. Which is kind of sad for that to happen after you leave the ruins, but anyway, if we call Papyrus here... the strange door in the woods. Actually, my brother spends a lot of time here. What's he doing? I've got to keep him on the straight and narrow. So that's an interesting detail. He always comes back here to this door in the ruins, despite the fact that from this side, usually the door is always kept locked. Alright, going into this room. This is where my brother is supposed to patrol, but every time I show up, he's slacking off. It's a good thing I spotted you first. I'm sure he would have made a weird impression. Even though we met Sans first before Papyrus. Yeah, because if you remember, yeah, this was the room where Sans was kind of on the patrol and where he saw us walking through. And then this is where we met him, and he mentioned that the bars are too wide to prevent anyone from getting through, and then had us hide behind the conveniently shaped lamp. Then we got this room here. What? Are you lost? You should try calling someone for help. Oh yeah, this room. It's too cold to swim in the river, unless you have a waterproof sweater. Oh, wait a minute. I forget, did he have a second thing to say as well? I forget. Let me double check here. It's just a river. Oh yeah, he does have a second thing to say. I had completely forgotten about that. It's been a bit too long since the last time I played this game. So I think I might want to go back over here, because he has 2 lines of dialogue whenever you call him a second time. I always forget, a lot of NPCs in the game, they have more to say if you talk to them a second time. I know, that's another thing. Most RPGs, since you're not used to talking to a whole lot of NPCs one time, it's because of that it makes it to where, like, you're mainly going to be used to talking them one time and not think to talk to them a second time. Just, again, one of those many unique details that makes Undertale great. Okay, so we read this line already. Put him on the straight and narrow, and then we call him again. Are you still around that door? Oh no, my brother's a bad influence. Alright, so calling him over here. This is where my brother's supposed to patrol. Every time I show up, he's slacking off. It's a good thing I spotted you first. I'm sure he would have made a weird impression. So then calling him again. If he's not around, he won't come back. Wait, what? That's just the way he functions. Wait a minute. I just realized. Okay, that's an interesting little detail, because normally in a lot of locations that Sans arrives at throughout the game, usually after you make a certain amount of progress in the game, he does technically not come back. And I'll give some good examples later on in the game, but that's a neat little detail that I never even noticed. Again, I'm glad I took the time to do this. What? Are you lost? You should try calling someone for help. Huh? Why are you calling me? For help? Oh, hey, how's it going, Snowdrake? I ran away from home. Why? Because my father was so cold to me. What? It's a joke. Laugh at it. I really don't. I don't care if he doesn't like my jokes. Alright, Papyrus. Yeah, impressed? Not only am I great at puzzles, but I'm also an esteemed architect. Oh, because of this supposed sentry station. I forget, was there something new on the cardboard box after beating Papyrus? I thought there was. I know there is, like, when you finish the game and stuff. Let me look here. Yeah, who could have built this? Very famous Royal Guardsman. Because I thought he occasionally posts updates here. Okay, no, he doesn't have an update posted yet. My brother helped me find the box. Oh, so it is just a box. Absolutely. We already read this. What happens if we interact with this? That note is written very oddly, as if the paper was moving while it was written. It says, out to lunch? Oh, because the dog at this station can only see moving things. If we call Papyrus here, the station of Doggo. He has the amazing power to see things when they move. Okay, maybe it's not an amazing power. Doggo's not home. Yeah, because he's currently at Grillby's, as we had seen earlier in the last episode. Calling Papyrus here. Careful, the ice is slippery, but if you slide on the ice, no one will attack you. No one wants to pratfall during a cool technique. That's actually kind of interesting, because when you pay attention, you usually don't encounter monsters when slipping on the ice. I like that little story detail, and that's the reason why monsters don't attack you when you're on the ice. Let's see here. I'm cold out of things to say. Okay, in this room maybe. Hey, how's it going, buddy? How am I doing? By I mean the piece of me I gave you. Okay, you have no additional dialogue. I do believe we still have the snowman. Yeah, we still have the snowman piece in our inventory. That's the good news. Calling Papyrus in here. It must be tough being a snowman. Try to be nice to people made of strange materials. Okay. Is that snowman still there? Well, yeah, that's the whole reason why I got a piece from it, is because it can't move. because it's a snowman. Ah, yes, the infamous invisible electricity maze. Oh ho, the electric maze. That sure was fun, except for when I got shocked. Yes, that was kind of sad. Disappointing, but I turned off the electricity. I mean, technically it was the orb that we had to hold in order to get shocked by the invisible maze. So I'm not sure if he has that orb stored somewhere or something, but yeah, technically without the orb you can't really get shocked in the maze. Oh yeah, it's this little thing again, where if we played golf here, depending on how quickly we got it to the end, we could get some gold out of this. If I remember correctly. What do we get? We got blue. Okay, hopping and twirling, your original style pulled through. Awarded 2 gold. What does Papyrus think here? The famous Snowden Snowball game. Faster completion, it gives different prizes. Where does the money come from? The snowball tax, of course. A snowball tax. What? You've never heard of a snowball tax? The surface world must be a paradise. I mean, if you consider a lot of the other taxes out there, maybe not. So this interesting detail here is that this particular Snowdrake has sunglasses. This was something that I think is a monster you can only fight in the Genocide route named Cool Drake, where if you had killed Snowdrake, I believe you would encounter Cool Drake instead, where it would say that he's like looking for his lost brother. Gah! Us teens rule these woods with a smaller than adult fist. Alright, over here, we had the, where those two, that couple dog is normally at. The station of the married dogs. Do you ever think about doing that someday? Marrying a dog? I don't think so. Nah, that's weird. There are way better animals to marry. Like skeletons! Okay. Moving forward here, are there any NPCs over here to interact with? Okay, no, there's not. Yeah, some parts of this can feel a little bit tedious, but I do think it's worth it to check out every little detail, because I just appreciate it, and I think that's something that players should do, taking the time to play a game like this, especially if they're going for true pacifists. Because just the amount of details of how much the environments change after becoming friends with the bosses is just really neat, in my opinion. Crossword. I guess it's an apt name. Those words make me cross. Are you still looking at that word search? No, we're not actually looking at that right now. Ah, yes, the spaghetti. I forget, I think the note changes at some point, in terms of the spaghetti. Or maybe that's also another thing that only shows up in the true ending and stuff. But calling Papyrus in this room. Ah, the spaghetti trap room. I still have to go visit it. The spaghetti you left me is still there. Yes, we can tell that it's still stuck to the table. Nothing like a hot bucket of spag... I don't know why that stopped. I'm not sure if he was trying to go for like an abbreviation there or an acronym, but that didn't really sound very good. Hey, stop thinking about my hat. You aren't thinking about my hat? Can you, please? Well, then why did you tell me to stop? If you want me to stop thinking about your hat. This room, if we call it Papyrus, this room is normally blocked by those spikes, but we're thinking of getting rid of them. The king released a mandate on puzzles recently. He thinks spikes are ineffective and hazardous to kids, but I think he's wrong. Kids love deadly spikes. If you know any kids, you should ask them. What, like Monster Kid? And then this is where we first met him to ask about the spaghetti. The solution to this one. I actually just stepped over the spikes. Oh, that's how he got to the other side of the spikes. He just stepped over them. So the solution is to be very tall and handsome. I'm solving it as we speak. Oh, because he's remaining cool and handsome. I get it. Heh. Us teens live self-sufficiently off the fat of the land. Oh, and the box lunches that my parents bring us every day. Oh, this puzzle. You figured it out so easily. That was very Papyrus of you. Oh yeah, the one where he adjusted the snow to make it look like his smile. Talking on the phone. How Papyrus of you. Ah yeah, the color tile maze. Oh ho, the puzzle that Dr. Alfie's made. I had to ask Undyne to ask her to make one. I only follow her online. I'm not really friends with her. Yet. Okay. Someday I'll impress her with my huge biceps. That's a good way to make friends. Yeah. Okay, man. Well, it's interesting. Before we saw Lesser Dog making something here. Seems like the base of a snow dog. Does this guy have something new to say about that, or... That dog from earlier, it's at Grillby's, I think. After work, all of the dogs go there to play cards together, but that dog doesn't really know how to express itself, so it ends up playing alone instead of introducing itself to the others. Oh, that's why it's always playing poker against itself, and somehow losing. What's Papyrus got to say here? The station of Lesser Dog. This dog loves to be pet. That's its defining personality trait. Wait, why are they a royal guard and not me? I love to be pet too! Really? I mean, there was never the option to pet you during your fight in the act menu, so that's interesting. It's all just, pupillarity contest? I'm not entirely sure what that word is. Lots of words I don't recognize, because I don't think to call twice on the phone regularly. I always jump over the gap instead of solving the puzzle. Sans never solves it either. He always just, gets across. Oh, he probably knows a shortcut. That's probably what. I think he has a shortcut. Yeah, exactly, a shortcut. Oh yeah, let's talk about this down here. First off, we got another ice cap over here. Everyone's wearing hats. Should I branch into a different item? Ice jorts? Doesn't have the same ring to it. We were getting bored waiting for you, so I built a snow papyrus, and Sans did his thing. Yeah, drawing just the word Sans in red marker. Actually, it's one of his better lumps. That's one of his better ones? Okay. Alright, we already did this puzzle, so we can get a move on over here. Interesting how they're able to just jump over that. They're somehow able to jump while slipping on the ice. Interesting. Oh yeah, it was like Gift Trot, I think this thing was called. I've heard there's a local tradition based off my own suffering. Oh yeah, the thing with like, what they were doing back in town, that's right. Gift Trot lives near there. They like gifts. Don't worry if you can't afford something nice. It's the thought that counts. So imagine you have a lot of money. What do we got going on over here? My signal is getting weak. Looks like the phone won't work past there, so there's no reason to go further. Hello? Yeah, if you go in this room and try and call him, yeah, hey, there's no signal in this area, nor in Doggo's room. So yeah, oh wait, no, not Doggo's room, the annoying dog's room. There is a character named Doggo, I forgot about that. That's not Doggo's room. We all live in the woods, so no one can tell us what to do, but now everyone ignores us. I don't want freedom if it means no one's gonna pay attention to me. The station of Greater Dog. He looks a bit like a certain dog I don't like, but Greater Dog doesn't collect anything. He's only a kleptomaniac for affection. He's amassed a large collection of hugs and pets. Okay, this is probably one of my favorite reasons right in this room to call Papyrus. Right here, listen to this. This bridge looks dangerous, but it's very stable. In fact, it's just a rock formation I painted over. I think it looks more dramatic that way. So, This bridge right here actually is not a basic wooden rickety bridge. It's actually an entire rock formation that he painted to look like a wooden rickety bridge. A neat detail that you don't get if you don't take the time to call him in these rooms. I added the rope too. Oh yeah, and the ropes. But yeah, really neat details that, in my opinion, are absolutely worth checking out. Snowden, home of Papyrus. That's the slogan, right? Oh yeah, another neat little detail. Let's shortcut over to Papyrus's house here. If you call in front of oh wait, no, Papyrus isn't here yet, that's right. I think that's later. I'm petitioning to change the slogan. Okay, it's later that you're able to see the detail I wanted to refer to. Unfortunately, I can't refer to it now because Papyrus isn't there. Oh yeah, the inn, if we call Papyrus in the inn. The inn's a great place to stay. The lady who runs it is really nice. She always gives me a lollipop and a pat on the head. Why are you calling me? Are you trying to make a reservation? Okay, we're almost about to make forward progress. Don't worry, we're almost there. I wanted to take the time to show all of these phone calls because the game offers it and offers some really nice informal details from time to time, so I find them absolutely worth showing off. Grillby's. It's dark and full of grease. Purgatory of fries. Hamburger abyss. Anyway, my brother practically lives there. I'm not coming to Grillby's. I wonder what Sans would think going to someplace like an arcade bar. Those places are actually quite fun. They have a lot of classic arcade games and other stuff. Oh yeah. This. That furry person throws ice all day. Nobody knows where it goes. So yeah, this guy over here throwing the ice into the river here. There is, if you pay attention throughout the game, there are times you'll see that ice going down the river. And there is, I believe, a place that they end up. And I think Papyrus says it right here. Hypnotizing, isn't it? No, I think it's later on when someone else comes in. Okay, I think in terms of this room, yeah, you don't get a response from Papyrus in that room. Going into the library. Calling Papyrus. I love the library. The books are all arranged by color. This sense of order, it fills me with power. What's a library card? Having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card. I'm not sure if you know that reference, but if you do, kudos. There's also a secret back door into Sans and Papyrus's house that's locked. There is a way to get your hands on the key to that, but it's going to be a while till we get to that. We cannot go into the shed from the outside. The only way to get in here is by losing to Papyrus, and obviously we already beat him, so we can't really do that anymore. Calling Papyrus in his house. You're in my house. Good choice. Though I guess it's technically Sans' house too. But I prefer to not to discuss his part of it. His room is... it's like another world. A world where they don't know how to vacuum. Oh dear. I wonder what kind of room is in there. I mean, something's going on with that rainbow fire coming out of the room, so something must be going on in there, whatever it is. What else is going on here? You're best staying away from that strange place. Alright. Calling him in his own room. What? I thought you had gotten out of my room. We're going to have to start over. Oh, yeah, I think this is something I forgot to do, but I believe if you call him immediately after he gives you his number, like when the dating ends in his room, I think he'll, like, go through some process of trying to get you to, like, leave the room or something. First, do you know who Papyrus is? Do I know who Papyrus is? Alright, so I think we're about at the point where we can finally go ahead and move on forward. Though I am still going to call him in every room, because it offers neat details, in my opinion. This is where I tried to capture you. What a terrible memory. Oh, nothing else to say the second time? Okay. waterfall. I barely know anything about it, but I'll do my best to inform you. I don't have any facts about this room. Okay. Talking to Sans again. Let's hang out again sometime. That's all he has to say. An interesting detail here is that if you talk to the Echo Flower before talking to this guy, which tells you what the Echo Flower does, it'll say, all that gives my life validation is explaining the Echo Flower. No one can know. So talking to him after that, he goes, never trust a flower. That's one of the constants of this world. And then the flower says that again. Oh jeez, I didn't want to click that again. Whoops. So calling Papyrus in here. My brother has a station here. Yes, he mans 2 stations at once. Amazing, isn't he? He slacks off twice as much as normal. Normal folks can only dream of such sloth. Alright, the sound of rushing water fills you with determination. Alright, we're finally moving forward here. This is a box. You can put an item in or take an item out. Why would you, though? You can't use items when they're in the box. Sincerely, a box hater. What all did we put in the box again? Oh, yeah, a few items that we're going to want to hold on to here. Okay. So, yeah, I don't want to take anything out or put anything in at the moment. We got an Echo Flower over here. I swore I saw something behind that rushing water. Interesting. So I believe if you check down here, there's another camera hidden behind the waterfall. There is a reason why there's all these hidden cameras throughout the game, and you'll see why when we get to it. The real secret, though, is behind this part of the waterfall, where in this room, I don't... Okay, no response from Papyrus. There's a tutu lying on the ground here. Will you take it? Alright, you got the old tutu. So, we now have the old tutu. Armor defense 10. Finally, a protective piece of armor. So, looking at our current armor gives us 7 defense, which is the manly bandana. And the old tutu gives us 10. What do you think? Should we equip the old tutu?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it. You equip the old tutu. Alright, now let's go ahead and put the bandana in the box. Bandana, put that in there.
For those of you on the Universal channel, sorry I'm being so quiet because my medication's working right now.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering how you were doing back there. But... Alright, good to know. Calling Papyrus. Oh, no response in this room as well? Okay. That's interesting. Still no response from Papyrus. I wonder what he's up to. Hi, Undyne? I'm here with my daily report. Regarding that human I called you about earlier. Huh? Did I fight them? Yes, of course I did. I fought them valiantly. What? Did I capture them? Well, no. I tried very hard, Undyne, but in the end, I failed. What? You're going to take the human soul yourself? But Undyne, you don't have to destroy him. You see... I understand. I'll help you in any way I can. Alright. Moving forward. Oh! Okay. Looks like we got her attention. So yeah, this is Undyne. As mentioned by Papyrus, she's the captain of the Royal Guard. And there she goes. Okay. Yo, did you see the way she was staring at you? That was awesome! I'm so jealous. What'd you do to get her attention? Haha. Come on, let's go watch her beat up some bad guys. Let's see if we can call Papyrus in here now. You really didn't see it. I love that fact. And repeating it. Wait, what? Didn't see what? You really didn't see it. What did I not see, Papyrus? What's going on here? Okay, does that mean now he has something to say in this room? Now that that interaction is over? Rocks? It must be one of Undyne's ingenious puzzles. You'd better be careful. Okay. Now does he say something in this room, or... Okay, still no response in this room. Oh wait, does he... did I take the time to read the second thing? I don't think I did. Better be careful. Be wary of rocks. Alright, I'll be sure to be wary of rocks. A feeling of dread hangs over you, but you stay determined. Alright, we're now in the hallway. When 4 bridge seeds align in the water, they will sprout. So taking the time to do that, that is something that happens here, where aligning the bridge seeds will open the way forward. Calling Papyrus in this room. A bridge grows if you align 4 bridge seeds, but that's sort of limited in usefulness. Why don't we have airplane seeds? Good question. Or phones that can turn into jetpacks. This game and its details, man. Oh, we got a new monster. Aaron flexes in. Alright, Aaron, attack 24, defense 12. This seahorse has a lot of HP, which in this case stands for horsepower. All of his attacks are harder to dodge at the bottom of the box. Check all you want. Okay, so apparently, according to the description, the lower we are in this box, the harder it's going to be to dodge his projectiles. Smells like an underwater barnyard. Okay. Let's see here. We can either shoo him or flex. What do you think we should do? Flex first? Okay. You flex. Aaron flexes twice as hard. Attack increases for you too. Flexing contest? Okay, flex more. Alright. His attack right here is a fairly simple one. Aaron is ready for your next flex. Okay, what do you think? Should we flex again, or should we try something else? So he's ready for our next flex. You flex harder. Aaron flexes thrice as hard. Attack increases for you too. Nice. I won't lose, though. Oh, really? Ready for your next flex. What do you think, another flex? Alright, let's do it. You flex. Aaron flexes very hard. He flexes himself out of the room. Wow. 0 XP and 30 gold. In a sense, yes. Since we didn't kill him. Alright, another one of these rooms. This puzzle. I've got it. Try to build a bridge with the bridge seeds. I'm helping. Alright, so now we have another puzzle down here. Let's see what that sign down there says. We also have this sign here that says, if an error is made, the bell blossom can call bridge seeds back to where they started. So that's basically using that bell to restart the puzzle, should we ever fail. So let's see what this sign over here says. So there's quite a bit we can find in this room. Congratulations! You failed the puzzle! Alright, so we're gonna call them back. There's a couple of ways we can open up this way forward over here, because the 4 bridge seeds specifically have to align, so we could either line it up over here or go all the way down to the bridge down here and line them up from here. There is also a little secret area to the right over here that we can show. This is something I think I showed in the genocide route as well. So this is something I'm going to take the time to do. Because there is a very useful item over here we can get our hands on. In this room... What's better than a bench full of quiche? Bench full of quiche, what? Just wasn't ready for the responsibility. What responsibility? There's a lone quiche sitting underneath this bench. Will you take it? Alright. You got the abandoned quiche. So let's see here. Abandoned quiche heals 34 HP. A psychologically damaged spinach egg pie. Very interesting how, like, it mentions this, but, like, we never really know what happened here and, like, what led to this quiche getting abandoned or why someone wasn't ready for the responsibility. An interesting detail that I think Freezing Time told me is that apparently, if you drop the quiche, apparently it'll, like, mention in its dropping description that, like, you weren't ready for the responsibility or something. That's a neat little detail that can happen should you choose to drop the abandoned quiche. Although, why would you, though? Because the abandoned quiche is a rather useful healing item. Oh no, we don't have to do it. It's much quicker if we do this from here. This is probably the best way to solve this puzzle right here, is aligning it over here. Since it's just a simple back and forth. Oh, wait a minute, I just realized the aligned bridge from over here is still up, but it still gave us some new seeds to align a bridge over here. That's interesting. Hello, this is Papyrus. How did I get this number? It was easy. I just dialed every number sequentially until I got yours. Yeah, an interesting thing to think about is that, technically, though Papyrus gave us his number, we never gave Papyrus our number. So I think that's why, regardless of if you became friends with him or not, it makes sense that this is how he finds your number. Yeah. So, what are you wearing? I'm asking for a friend. She thought she saw you wearing a dusty tutu. Is that true? Are you wearing a dusty tutu? I mean, we did earlier equip a dusty tutu. What do you think? Should we tell him that we're wearing a dusty tutu or not?
Yeah.
All right. So you are wearing a dusty tutu. Got it. Wink, wink. Have a nice day. Alright, moving forward. Oh, this is a cool-looking room. A long time ago, monsters would whisper their wishes to the stars in the sky. If you hoped with all your heart, your wish would come true. Now all we have are these sparkling stones in the ceiling. Interesting. Wishing room. Thousands of people wishing together can't be wrong. The king will prove that. Oh, we got another monster in here. Washua shuffles up. How's it going, Washua? Attack 18, defense 5. This humble germaphobe seeks to cleanse the whole world. Out, darn spot. Nope. I thought I'd be safe there. Washua's rinsing off a pizza. What? Okay, Alright, so we can choose to clean, joke, or touch. Clean, okay. You ask Washua to clean you, it hops around excitedly. Green means clean. Alright, so we gotta pay attention for green projectiles, because that means clean. Couldn't reach those other ones. I think we only need to get hit by one of the green projectiles in order to be able to spare Washua here. Alright, you won. You earned 0 XP and 25 gold. Come on, sis. Make a wish. I wish my sister and I will see the real stars someday. That's a good wish. Seems my horoscope is the same as last week's. I always forget what a horoscope is. I feel like it's something. Alright. I haven't called Papyrus in this room yet. The wishing room. Do you have a wish? Yeah, I have one. I wish I was talking to my cool friend. Look, it's coming true. Okay, that's an interesting wish. Alright. What will you wish for? Look through the telescope. What do you think, should we? Alright. Alright, so those are some nice stars. What do you think we'd be looking for in here? That's a good abundance of stars. What do we got going on down here? Well, that's a pretty cool looking... something's in the way of the telescope there. I wonder, is there a way to get that thing off the telescope? Check wall and up arrow. For some reason, that's stuck on the telescope. Okay, I mean, it's a very nice looking room. I can see why they call it the wishing room for sure. Okay, check wall up here. Oh, secret passageway. Cool. What you got to say in here, Papyrus? No response from Papyrus. Okay. Oh, another person has showed up on your stream? Yeah, I'm telling you, Undertale's the game that it's like... You play a popular game like Undertale, you're gonna get a pretty good audience. I'll tell you that now. Alright, ancient writing covers the walls, and you can just make out the words. The War of Humans and Monsters.
He plays it.
Why did the humans attack? Indeed, it seemed that they had nothing to fear. Humans are unbelievably strong. It would take the soul of nearly every monster just to equal the power of a single human soul. But humans have one weakness. Ironically, it is the strength of their soul. Its power allows it to persist outside the human body even after death. If a monster defeats a human, they can take its soul. A monster with a human soul, a horrible beast with unfathomable power. It's an illustration of a strange creature. There's something very unsettling about this drawing. Interesting. I wonder why we can't call Papyrus in this room. Probably because of what's next coming up here. So stepping onto this, we're taken over here. No turning back from this way, it seems. And, got some... Uh-oh. Undyne's found us. Alright, so we're gonna have to make a run for it. Alright, run for it. Run, 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 run. Ah! Okay, I do kind of want to show what happens when you get hit by the spears, and that it'll show like the spears in that form. Although those don't really look like spears; those look more like arrows than spears. I just wanted to show that off there, so I purposefully got hit by those spears just to show that. No, we didn't. We're able to keep going. We got stopped because of the cutscene. Uh oh, did Undyne just grab us? Oh, hey, she grabbed Monster Kid. Oh, geez. That looks like it would hurt, being grabbed from that spot. Well, at least we got away that time. Yo, did you see that? Undyne just touched me. I'm never watching my face ever again. Man, are you unlucky. If you're standing just a little bit to the left, yo, don't worry. I'm sure we'll see her again. Interesting. She was so close to catching us, yet she didn't. Alright, calling Papyrus in this room. Why are there so many tables lying around here? Okay, he only has one line of dialogue there. If we come back into this room afterwards, this guy's gonna go... this guy will offer us 3 gold for the ferry. Hop on. So by hopping on here, we're able to kind of fast travel back to the other side of this particular area. Thanks for stepping on my face. Here's the 3 gold. You got... Oh! They just gave us our money back. Are we able to call Papyrus in this room now? There are many ancient plagues here. Waterfall is practically a history museum, except with muscular seahorses. Hi? Alright, so going back over there, I have a few things to show. So first off, there's one thing I want to check out. So I know there's a ton of like Easter egg content in this game, and sometimes it's completely random because I believe this mainly, what I'm about to show kind of depends on if the fun factor of the game, I think, is at a certain point. I think every time you reset the game, it always changes. So the fun factor, like fun value or something, always changes, and depending on where that's at, sometimes there's a certain chance of certain things showing up in your playthrough of the game. Some things are guaranteed to happen depending on where it's at. Oh! Okay. The fun value is at the right point. This character only shows up if the fun value is at a certain point. Also, Papyrus says the same thing in this room with where we are. This is a unique character that only shows up when the fun value is at a certain point, named Goner Kid. And he has to say, have you ever thought about a world where everything is exactly the same? Oh yeah, also, design-wise, it looks exactly like Monster Kid for some reason. Though obviously with a different color palette and for some reason no pupils in its eyes. Have you ever thought about a world where everything is exactly the same, except you don't exist? Everything functions perfectly without you. The thought terrifies me. That is kind of an interesting thought, because, like, knowing the idea that maybe there's another timeline out there where everything is the same, with the only difference being that you don't exist, that is, like, kind of disturbing to think about, because that basically means that, like, would basically mean that your existence is of no significance whatsoever. And thinking of that thought is kind of a disturbing thing to think about. Now, obviously, I know nothing about alternate timelines that, and without any way to prove that such a thing would exist, is something that's kind of a negative thing to think about, which is why I normally don't think about that kind of stuff. Oh yeah, I never called Papyrus in any of these couple of rooms. I'm gonna have to quick go back and do that. Not very far, since I'm just heading into this room over here. We didn't call Papyrus in this room. Another harmless and very safe corridor. All thanks to me. Ha. Right over here. Watch your step. Undyne really cares about this grass for some reason. That's actually the reason why Undyne didn't try, like, searching for us deeper here. The moment she grabbed Monster Kid, she just went away, because she really cares about this particular grass, and for a good story reason that we'll learn later on in the game. Alright, Papyrus' phone. Are you watching? Alright, so back in this room. I think we already talked to Papyrus in this room.
Yeah, I believe we did.
Alright. The Echo Flower just goes squeak along with the mouse's squeaking. This cheese has been here for so long, a magical crystal has grown around it. Wow. It's stuck to the table. Wow. Knowing the mouse might one day extract the cheese from the mystical crystal, it fills you with determination. That's nice. Hey, Sans, how's it going? First things first, let's call Papyrus like usual. Huh, my brother? Of course he has a telescope. Sans loves outer spacey sci-fi stuff. He never told you? Yeah, Sans never tells anybody anything. Thanks for calling. Oh, I thought there was another detail they said. Probably they say it later, but I think when later on they talk about a little detail over here where if you interact with this specific wall, it'll say, the gems on the southern wall shine in a spectacular pattern. It's a nice thing you can see the southern wall from this angle. Because of that gameplay-wise, we can't see the wall from that angle. I just like those little pieces of details, the fact that stuff like that exists. How are we doing on time here? Let me quick take a peek. We're currently at 50 minutes. Okay, I think I'll do a bit of interacting with a few NPCs here, and then I'm going to call it an episode here. Yeah, I think I will. Over here, we got little ducky. A bird monster? Try talking to it. Or you could put me on the line. I've got some pretty good tweets. Horrible bird imitations. Did the bird like my tweets? Alright, interacting with the characters in here. Do I have anything in my inventory that needs to get put in the box? I'd say not. We have pretty good items in my inventory at the moment. I'm thinking about getting into the telescope business. It's normally 50,000 gold to use this premium telescope, but since I know you, you can use it for free. How's about it? Use the telescope? What do you think?
Sure, let's take what he's giving us.
Alright, let's do it. What do we got here? Okay, I don't really see anything through this telescope. Interesting, why can't we see anything through this telescope? That's very odd. Huh? You aren't satisfied? Don't worry, I'll give you a full refund. Huh. It's an odd-looking telescope. Okay, well, I guess nothing happened. Wait a minute. Do you see what Sans did?
You looked through it?
We looked through the telescope. I'm not sure if you know of this prank, but this is like a prank where, like, looking through, like, a telescope, I think, like, if you put it, like, directly against your face to look through a telescope, I think they have, like, something set up on it to give you a black eye like this. So, basically, Sans just gave us a black eye without us noticing. That's a classic telescope prank right there. What's a star? Can you touch it? Can you eat it? Can you kill it? Are you a star? Okay, he doesn't have a second line of dialogue. Going into this room, we have this guy from Snowden. I relocated my store, but there are still no customers. Fortunately, I thought of a solution. Punch cards. Punch cards. Every time you buy an ice cream, you can take a punch card from the box. If you have 3 cards, you can trade them for a free ice cream. They're sure to get the customers to come back. Ice cream, it's the frozen treat that warms your heart. Now just 25 gold. What do you think, in the mood for some ice cream?
Sure.
Alright, let's get it. Super, here you go. Your card's in the box. You got the ice cream. The box contains 1 card. I'm going for a particular detail, going to choose to not pick up the card yet, especially with the fact that you need 3 in order to get a free ice cream. Also, I don't think we're gonna... because until we get 3 specifically, it's basically gonna be Exodia the Forbidden One, in that it's kind of a useless card on its own unless you have all 5 pieces and stuff. Also, yeah, we're not gonna have enough space in our inventory for a free card just yet. Let's see here. The ancient glyphs have been painted over with a list of 21 different flavors. Oh, come on. You put graffiti on the ancient texts? What does Papyrus have to say about this room? Ice cream. Thanks, but I live in Snowden. There's ice cream all over the ground. That's called snow. Sans, I didn't ask your opinion. I'm flattered how much you want to give me ice cream. Me too. No, you aren't. Alright, so I think I'm going to call it an episode here. Next time we will continue further down Waterfall, as well as show off some more neat details, because there is a lot to show. We will get to that another time, though. For now, how are we doing on inventory items? Because I know we're currently at 6. There's a lot I have to show, but we will get it to all of it eventually. So for now, I'm going to save again and call it an episode. So next time, we shall continue our adventure through Waterfall, and as well as show off some more unique details that's normally most players probably won't come across. So, until next time, this is the Gamer of Gamers.
And the Jedi Appointment Gamer.
And stay excellent, everyone.